Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, your journey, our passion, and by Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com.
Hello and welcome to Autoline Daily. In today's show, car sales skyrocketed in August, Mazda unveils the all-new Miata, and John shares his driving impressions of the 2015 Acura TLX. But now let's look at today's top stories. Well, Toyota announced that it's going to start selling a package of active safety systems across its entire lineup in the US market. The package will include safety technology the company already offers, including the pre-collision system from Lexus that incorporates forward collision warning with full braking. Speaking to reporters in the Detroit area yesterday, Bill Fay, the group vice president of Toyota Motor Sales, said they would start offering the package this year and would offer it across the line by 2017. Toyota has not determined how much it will charge, and it may offer different packages at different price points for different segments of the market. Fay says Toyota may even decide to make it standard at some point in the future. Well, Mazda finally pulled the wraps off the all-new Miata. The first thing I noticed is the car is much more aggressively styled, from the hard-angled front headlights to the less bubbly rear taillights. I think the rear-end view even has a little resemblance to the Jaguar F-Type. The interior gets big changes as well that mirror some of the other models in Mazda's lineup. A large infotainment screen with rotary control knob. It will be about 220 pounds lighter than the current model and will be powered by a Skyactiv engine, although we don't know which one just yet. The all-new Miata will roll out globally next year. Well, car sales were red hot last month in the US. Ward's Auto reports that automakers sold 1.58 million vehicles in August, a gain of over 9% on a daily selling rate basis. That translates to a seasonally adjusted annual rate, or SAAR, of 17.45 million units. Porsche topped all automakers with over a 40% increase in sales compared to a year ago. Mitsubishi continued its sales resurgence in the US, posting a 33% gain. It was followed by its Japanese rival, Subaru, which saw its sales climb nearly 27%, and that was just enough to barely beat out Audi. Fiat Chrysler rounds out the top 5, which boosted its sales 24%. Despite the overall strong month for the industry, 4 automakers saw their sales slide in August. Jaguar Land Rover posted the biggest loss, with sales dropping nearly 12%. Volkswagen's struggles continued, with sales down close to 10%. The German automaker was followed by Volvo, who saw a drop of 7%, and Tesla was the only other automaker to post a loss. Supplier company Federal-Mogul announced that it's going to split into 2 independent divisions. One will be the Motor Parts Division, which supplies things like wipers, spark plugs, and brake pads, and the other will be the Powertrain Division, which handles components that improve fuel economy, reduce emissions, and boost performance. Both will be publicly traded companies. And don't forget to join John and Gary tonight for some of the best insider discussion in the industry on Autoline After Hours. That kicks off at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on our website, autoline.tv. And coming up next, John gives you his impressions of the all-new Acura TLX. We'll be right back after this.
Dow Automotive Systems, driving solutions in automotive, commercial transportation, and aftermarket with innovative products like Betamate structural adhesives. Lighter, stronger, safer. dowbetamate.com.
The 2015 Acura TLX is a 4-door sedan that competes against cars like the Lexus IS, Infiniti Q40, and Cadillac ATS. Base price is just under $31,000, but top of the line, you're looking at over $42,000. I'll be talking mostly about the 3.5-liter V6 with the 9-speed automatic, and it'll get about 25 miles per gallon combined. Acura's smaller cars have always suffered from what I call the boy racer syndrome. Their buzzy engines, knife-edge handling, and stark interiors were great for treating your daily commute as if it were a qualifying session, but unpleasant for everyday motoring. That's a key reason why Acura never felt in the same league as Mercedes, BMW, or Audi, but the new TLX could represent a turning point. Acura's engineers paid particular attention to making the TLX smooth and quiet, with electronically controlled engine hydro mounts, acoustic spray foam supplied by Dow Automotive injected into the hollow cavities, such as the A-pillars. It also has triple door seals and a noise cancellation system, and boy does it work. Drive this car 100 yards and you immediately feel that this is the most refined Acura you've ever been in. But while Acura may have shed its boy racer image, it definitely kept its enthusiast appeal. This is an impressive car to drive, and the more challenging the roads, the more impressive it becomes. Charging down hills, rushing up rises, barreling down straights, diving into corners, opening up the engine and stomping on the brakes just makes you want to drive it even faster. This car is so sure-footed that it keeps building your confidence. I'm telling you, this is one well-synthesized car. For all-out performance, you'll want the 3.5-liter V6 with what Acura calls super handling all-wheel drive. That'll give you all the low-end torque and all-weather capability that you need to make this the perfect four-season car. Or you can choose to give up the all-wheel drive and go with all-wheel steer. And if you want to save more and get more miles per gallon, there's always a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. By the way, that 4 comes with an 8-speed DCT with a torque converter. I mean, who ever heard of a DCT transmission with a torque converter? All I can tell you is that this engine bangs up through the gears with the most pleasing pitch. Believe me, you're going to want your friends to hear it. Okay, now for the styling. This is another area where Acura needed a lot of work. The TLX does not fix the problem entirely. It's not a particularly handsome car, but it is a big improvement. At least this shape will stop the critics from complaining for the moment. And there could be good news right around the corner. Acura says it will soon show a concept car that will introduce a new form language for the brand. Sounds like it'll be shown at the 2015 NAIAS show in Detroit. And wow, if Acura can make its styling as appealing as this car drives, this brand could become a serious contender. Anyway, those are my views of the Acura TLX. Now I hand it back to Sean.
Thanks, John. And if you would like to see his full impression of the TLX, head over to the Seat Time section of our website, where we share our impressions of all the cars we get to test drive. That's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.